Hi, great question, students. This is Professor Pope here. I met with many of you today in virtual class, and I promised you in the last announcement an update on the architecture of the course. I am drafting an announcement right now that this video is going to be in. You're going to get a sign-up sheet for making connections so you can start picking your topics. You're going to get some information on what virtual class was like today, and you're going to get some clarification on some tips and tricks to make this course easier for you, including free resources for readings. What I wanted to share this quick video with you for is under course content, all of these things are still available. As you can see, units 1, 2, and 3, they're all still here. If you click on unit 1 now, though, the unit overview is still here. It kind of tells you exactly what we're going to be doing in this unit, but it's broken down by week. So week 1, if you click on it, has the start here for the orientation. Hopefully you've already reviewed all that material, but it's there if you need it. The week 1 study questions that I broke down just to have the questions that we're dealing with in week 1, which is book 1, which I think that got cut off, book 2 and 4, and book 5 through 8. So that's just the questions that we're dealing with in the discussion. These are all of the questions. You'll see that the discussion only has the questions with the double stars on it. The questions with the double stars on them are the questions that are available for the study question essay that'll be due at the end of next week. I have those questions pulled out of here and reproduced in the study question essay, and you can see that. I've numbered them so you can easily see the difference between the questions that was mentioned today in virtual class, and that should make it easier. You only have to answer one question in the discussion, and we'll get to talk about that in just a second. Because here's the discussion. So this links you directly to the Odyssey discussion that we're talking about this week, and not the whole discussion board, just what we need. The whole discussion board is over here under course assignments. You don't have to view it that way. This is just the Odyssey one we're discussing this week. Again, you have to answer one question. So this question from book 1, this question from book 2 through 4, this one or this one, this question from books 5 through 8, or this question. Just pick one. This one, this one, this one, this one, or this one. So you have 5 questions to choose from. Please pick one. Post your submission. If you attended virtual class today, you don't have to post any other questions, comments, or alternative answers. You post your answer, you come to virtual class, and you're done. If you did not make it to virtual class or you can't make it to virtual class, don't worry about it. You just post to a minimum of 3 people, and that earns you a 70. There's no maximum. I kind of look at how many people posted over the course of the week, and if someone posted 4 or 5 times and the average is about 4 or 5, then if you post 4 or 5 times, that's an A. So I kind of make it organic. If everyone is busy and nobody posts in a week, I use an average. So a minimum of 3 gets you a 70, 4 to 5 could get you an A. So just go a little bit over. It's a summer class. We got 5 weeks. Work smarter, not harder. If you were in virtual class today, you already know this about me. I believe it strongly in working smarter, not harder. I have linked to just the goals journal and just the academic coaching journal, and then the making connections, where at the end of this week you need to review the materials and choose a topic on the sign-up sheet. So that is week 1, and that to me makes a lot more sense and seems a little bit less hectic. Week 2, which we're coming up on next week, again, I have just the study questions for week 2, a lot easier and manageable. The adversity and struggle part 2 discussion, no items are found yet because no one has posted. I'm sorry, I meant to open it. Again, just the questions 1 through 5 that are on there. Pick one, discuss it, come to virtual class and talk about it there. We definitely will be talking about the Odyssey next week. Or post it asynchronously on the online discussion, your questions and your responses. Everyone has to answer a question, so everyone has to do the discussion board, but not everyone has to post replies. There's 2 options for that. I just want to make that clear. We're going to be exploring academic transfer, workforce, don't know. Your options are here. You're going to have a formal study question 1, which if you look at it, you have to click on it, that's a link, which if you look at it, is all of the questions from the 2 discussions. So you've already talked about this. You've already looked at this. You've already worked through it, either in the virtual class or online or both. So what you're going to do is you're going to add to that. You're going to pick a quote. You're going to paraphrase that quote. You're going to talk about why the passage addresses the study question, the quote that you picked, and then you're going to respond to it personally. There's a personal response in every one of these questions. What goals do you have that require versatility? How did you overcome what prevented you from accomplishing great deeds? How do you present yourself to others? Have you had to make a change? How will you reach your goals when life sucks? The Odyssey teaches us a lot about persistence and grit. It should have taken him 2 months to get home. It took him 10 years. And we look at the decisions that he made and why. So that is kind of the direction that Unit 1 goes to. I don't want you to worry too much about Unit 2. Again, I'm going to be building it tomorrow. Unit 2 and 3 are going to be built tomorrow, so you're going to have the new infrastructure. But I think that this just makes a whole lot more sense, and that this is the way that we're going to do it from now on, not just in my class, but in everybody's class. I sold everybody on this idea today in a meeting. So I think this makes a lot of sense. So I hope this makes it a little easier for you to navigate things and to get done what you need to get done during the week. I hope to see some of you in virtual class. I'm open to creating another virtual class, so reach out to me if you want to do a second one. If noon doesn't work for you and you need to work later, I'll create a second class. I don't care. I've got 5 weeks with you, and I want you to feel as comfortable and successful as possible. That's what I tried to impart to everybody today. So your success is very important to me. So this is what this looks like. It's kind of the new structure that I've put together. I've created a sign-up sheet. Please feel free. It's a Google Doc. I put a link to it in Making Connections. I put it in the announcement I'm about to send out. I gave you an example, your name, what you've picked. Please use the topic list only for your Making Connections 1. So you get an idea of how to do it. That is it, kittens. I am in the middle of writing a new announcement right now, which I will be sending out shortly. So have a great weekend. I'm here if you have questions, comments, concerns, or irrational fears.